Here now is a plan to bring back an iconic animal to the West, but not without some serious controversy. With the help of some Native American tribes, dozens of Yellowstone bison have been brought into the state, but farmers have been fighting this policy for years. Dan Springer live in Seattle to figure out in between all this, what's the significance of the buffalo, Dan?
Well, first of all, these are big, powerful animals. It was cool seeing them up close, Bill. These 61 bison are genetically pure, putting them among only a few thousand left in all of North America. They are direct descendants, if you will, of the millions that roamed the Great Plains before nearly being wiped out in the 1880s. And the state of Montana's plan here is to get them back on the plains in the care of the same tribes that depended on the buffalo for everything: food, clothing, shelter, you name it. So a few weeks ago, the state relocated 61 pure bison from a holding pen near Yellowstone National Park and handed them over to the Assiniboine and Sioux tribes in northeastern Montana.
When I think of my ancestors, they would be so pleased that this has occurred. Finally, a reversal of fortune, if you will, for the Indian people.
Now, there are hundreds of thousands of other bison in the country, but they are bred with cattle and treated as livestock raised for their meat, Bill.
So, Dan, the ranchers, they're not all happy about this. Why would that be?
No, in fact, they're almost all against it. Opponents are mainly the ranchers and wheat farmers of northeastern Montana. Instead of viewing the bison as an icon, they see them as a nuisance that breaks down fences and competes with cattle for prime grazing land. Over the years, there have been a lot of conflicts with livestock bison escaping and doing a lot of damage. We interviewed one cattleman who shot 5 bison in one day on his property. They were causing problems with his cattle, and last year they cost him $20,000. Now, he's afraid that this is just the beginning and that what conservationists really want is to create a 3.5 million acre wildlife reserve with no room for ranchers.
They want everything, all the fences gone, all the cattle out of here. They want this to be a giant game refuge where it's just free roaming animals.
And the opponents got a judge just recently to issue an injunction blocking any more future relocations, so it's going to be tied up in the courts for a while, Bill.
All right, Dan, thanks. Dan Springer watching all that from Seattle. Thanks, Dan.